Hello, you're watching eNEWS Bulletin of IPR Department. With me, Chiring Eden, let's look at what's been making headlines in the past 24 hours. On Thursday, Chief Minister Shri Prem Singh Tamang chaired the state-level advocacy program for Prime Minister Vandhan Yojana, hosted jointly by the Department of Science and Technology and Corporation Department at Samman Bhavan, Gangtok. The Chief Minister was accompanied by Minister Science and Technology Karma Lode Bhutia, Chairman Cooperation Department B.B. Chetri, Secretary CMO Dr. S.D. Dhakal and Secretary CMO Tenzing Kizom. Other dignitaries included officials from the Line Department and from the Implementing Department. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang in his address assured every possible assistance in implementation of the Yojana and emphasized on how the scheme could be a source of empowerment through financial independence. During the program, the Chief Minister distributed checks to 30 Vandhan Kendras. Secretary Cooperation Department J.D. Bhutia presented a brief report of the Yojana and the future course of action under the scheme. Secretary Science and Technology Department B.P. Pradhan highlighted the status of 80 Vandhan Kendras in Sikkim, under which there are 15 SHGs with 20 members, each having their names enrolled. He also apprised on the efficacy of the Pradhan Mantri Vandhan Yojana and said that its advantages have a correlation with the socio-economic development of the region. Participants for the advocacy program included the team members of the Vandhan Vikas Kendras and members of the Kendra. The program aimed to provide value addition branding and marketing by establishing Vandhan Kendra to facilitate the creation of sustainable livelihood. Today is the 10th Foundation Day of the ruling government of Sikkim. Following the ongoing COVID-19 restrictions, a celebratory event was observed through virtual mode throughout the day, and cake-cutting ceremony was held in villages, block subdivisions and district levels across the state. Party President and Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang in his social media post congratulated everyone and pointed out various developmental and public works initiated by the ruling government across Sikkim over a period of 32 months. The virtual celebration included live telecasts of address by the Chief Minister and various ministers and cultural programs. Chairman National Commission for Safai Karmachari M. Venkatesan called on Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang at his official residence Mintogang on Thursday. The Chief Minister informed about the government's initiatives for the welfare of the Karmacharis in Sikkim and also briefed about various facilities provided to them, including scholarships for children through Chief Minister's discretionary grant, medical grants through Chief Minister's relief fund, medical grant for patients up to Rs 2 lakh through Mukhyamantri Jeevan Raksha Kosh, and apprised that the Safai Karmacharis are declared to be the frontline warriors for COVID-19 pandemic and were also given preference during the COVID-19 vaccination process. The Chief Minister also informed that a regularization policy has been adopted for Safai Karmacharis working on a temporary basis. In regards to the medical expenses, they can avail reimbursement up to Rs 5 lakhs. The government servants are also given the privilege of 15% reservation in the promotion process. The chairman submitted a memorandum to the Chief Minister which included various agendas. Acknowledging the memorandum, the Chief Minister assured to look into it, particularly the request for the formation of the state-level Safai Karmacharis Commission. The chairman is currently touring Sikkim to review the implementation of Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavenger and the Rehabilitation Act of 2013. Chairman National Commission for Safai Karmachari M. Venkatesan also called on the Governor of Sikkim, Shri Ganga Prasad, at Raj Bhavan on Thursday. Issues concerning the welfare of Safai Karmacharis in the state were discussed during the meeting. Earlier in the day, the chairman was in Namchi, South Sikkim, where he chaired a meeting at the conference hall of DAC Namchi in presence of DC South M. Bharani Kumar, SSP South Thakur Thapa officials and Safai Karmacharis of the district. Chairman M. Venkatesan had conducted the meeting with a view to address the grievances of the Safai Karmacharis. During the meeting, it was informed that municipal executive officers of Namchi and Jorthang have been directed to submit the relevant forms pertaining to the official details of the sanitation workers so that their well-being is looked into. Keeping in view the guidelines issued by the Supreme Court, The Namchi Municipal Council and Naya Bazar Jorthang Nagar Panchayat will mandatorily have to conduct medical camps every 3 months as many workers suffer from occupational hazards. The meeting also saw a recommendation of the various central government's specific programs for the facilitation of the Safai Karmacharis, namely that of application of insurance for the benefit of the sanitation workers and also implementation of Pradhan Mantri Bhima Yojana. The chairman also held a brief interaction with the Safai Karmacharis wherein he took stock of the working condition and those relating to health, safety and wages of the sanitation workers. On the previous day, that is on Wednesday, the chairman presided over a meeting at Gangtok Municipal Corporation and reviewed the schemes being implemented for the welfare of Safai Karmacharis. It must be mentioned here that the Bill of the Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavenger and the Rehabilitation Act 2013 prohibits the employment of manual scavengers, the manual cleaning of sewers and septic tanks without protective equipment, and the construction of insanitary latrines. It seeks to rehabilitate manual scavengers and provide for the alternative employment. Minister cum area MLA of Gelsing Barmik constituency Loknath Sharma inaugurated 6 newly constructed houses under Sikkim Garib Awaz Yojana in Gelsing Omchung Deep GPU on Thursday. Minister Sharma was accompanied by the Chairman State Bank of Sikkim DB Gurung, Chairman PHA Department Hari Narayan Subedi, BDO Gelsing, councillors of Gelsing Nagar Panchayat, President of Gelsing Omchu GPU, Ward Panchayat officials and others. Minister Loknath Sharma handed over new single-story of RCC structure to the beneficiaries. While addressing the gathering, he emphasized on various schemes and programs and stated that the state government has been putting relentlessly efforts to reform the agriculture, livestock farming and allied sectors, and further elaborated benefits being provided to the farming community in the state. Minister Sharma and Chairman Gurung also visited a private honeybee farm of state bee instructor Sushil Chetri and experienced the advanced method of honey extraction. A meeting of the National Commission for Minorities with religious heads and union leader of minority communities was held at Zilla Bhavanti's complex Sikkim on Thursday. The meeting was chaired by member National Commission for Minorities, Government of India, Rinchen Lama, in the presence of District Collector Gangtok, Raghul K. The member was accompanied by Bipin Sharma from the Commission. The meeting had the presence and participation of officers from the Social Justice and Welfare Department and religious heads and representatives of minority communities of Sikkim, such as Buddhists, Christians, Muslims and Jains. During the open house discussion, the representatives from each of the minority communities placed their queries and suggestions before the member. National Commission for Minorities member Rinchen Lama, in her deliberation, informed that since the state of Sikkim does not have minority commission at the state level, the members of the minority communities can directly correspond with the National Commission through any communication medium available. She called for the need to have adequate dialogue and awareness among the community members about the schemes and benefits they are entitled to. She appealed to the members of the minority communities to work in tandem with the majority communities instead of working in isolated groups. Rinchen Lama also assured that all the issues raised in the meeting have been duly noted and will be addressed by the Commission. She also said that she would request the state government to expedite the process of establishment of a state commission for minorities for the convenience of the people. That's all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page, that is the Government of Sikkim official page, for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. Please continue wearing masks, wash your hands regularly and maintain physical distance as our fight against COVID-19 still continues. Thank you for tuning in.